just forgot to put myself in the stage, obviously. I was saying hi, and then I realized I was not on screen. Good job, me. It's not like I've never done this. Hi, everyone. How are you guys doing? I've decided to do little sprints again today because I'm back in the mood to write, and recently I have been a little bit better. So I'd like to be a bit productive tonight for a couple of hours as usual. So yeah, what are you guys working on today? I'm probably going to be doing a mix of things. I want to write a little bit more in The Art of Summoning Demons. So I'm currently still in the process of rewriting the beginning of it, the first chapters. And I finished the first brand new chapter, and I finished the brand new scene I had to do in chapter 2. So now I'm back to revising and sort of editing chapters that are already existing. And I need to make sure everything is consistent and makes sense now that there's new elements to everything. So yeah, that's the vibes. And then I might also probably jump in between that and Knights of Death, because I'd like to be writing in Knights of Death as well a little bit today, which is my reverse harem. I still have not finished writing it, and the last big chunk of it I wrote was last November, since it was a nano project. So yeah, I need to get back into it. I did get back into it earlier this month, and then I sort of like swapped around in between. So it's nice to have a project now that I'm a little bit more in the editing stage of, and a project that I'm more in the drafting stage of, because my brain is still busy and cannot do just one. I need to be able to swap. So let me say hi in the chat, and then we'll jump into some sprints. Hi Laura, how are you? And oh my goodness, you made it back to California, officially out of Canada, and back with Roy Snuggles, and start your new job in 2 hours. Oh my god, I'm so excited for you. Well, then you feel free to hang out for the 2 hours if you want, but I'm assuming you might need to move and go to the job location, unless it's is it the Barnes and Noble? Is that what it was? The one that you had the interview for, that you talked about the other day, or is it something else? In which case, is it on location? Is it anything remote? Like, what exactly is it? I'm very curious, but I'm so happy for you, and I'm so glad that you're back with Roy for Snuggles. Hi, Steve. How's it going? And Laura starting a new life chapter today. Oh my god, I love that. That's beautiful. I love that you've managed to put the word chapter in there. I've had today off, but only stayed on the couch rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That is fair. That's a good time spent, I find. That is like fun, relaxing show to watch without having to deal with too much. I love a good rewatch if I've been stressed or it's been busy. So yeah. But should be writing, I guess. You should if you want to, but you don't have to. You can also be productive in other ways. I'm open to all sorts of productivity. Hi Keiko, how's it going? I made it. Yay. You two didn't show that anywhere, so it on the Discord. I didn't have it up until literally an hour ago. I think I put it up right before making my dinner, so like, yeah, a bit over an hour ago. It was quite late because I had to go to the vet after work. Edgar is fine. His paw is healing fine. The vet was very impressed that we've managed to keep the bandage that dry, and we're like, yes, we're doing okay. We're forcing him into the cone every day. But unfortunately, he still needs a few more days of wearing it, and he can't have big walks still. Hi Anna, how are you? How was work today? Are you like a little bit, calmer at work, less stress, because I think you said your busy season was sort of like over for now. So hopefully things are a bit better. But I find that often when I finish the busy season at work, it takes a while for my brain to chill and relax and get back into the normal mode. By the time it's done relaxing, we're back into the next busy season. So I hope that's not the case for you. And I hope that you're already feeling a little bit better. Keiko, my mind wants to write a PG-3 fanfic, but also on my original stuff, but also on the Dragon Age fanfic, because I want to write a Veilguard one. I mean, have a little notepad on the side and write some bullet points about everything and sort of like decide which one. Or what I like to do when I've got so many things going on is work like one sprint on something else, or like 10 minutes on something, 10 minutes, until you figure out which one you really wanted to continue working on, like the most, maybe that's a solution. Barnes and Noble, yes, it's a 15-minute drive. That's good. That's really good. That's not too far. Okay, I'm sorry for BG3 fix. Just ordered new work blouses. Excited to be presentable again. Oh my god, Laura, I love getting new items for new jobs. And for me, I did buy myself something for my new job that I started a month ago. I bought myself a new Longchamp bag because I was like, I need a new work bag that I can have my laptop in because this is big enough to have a laptop in. And I just am in love with it. And I feel like everyone gets that sort of feeling from back in school when you would start a new school year. You would maybe buy a new backpack, buy new like pens, glittery ones or whatever. And I just feel like that feeling never left me. I always loved that time of the year, maybe because my mom's a teacher. So it was quite nice to actually go shopping for new school items. I always loved it. Keiko says, I first have to read into the lore and all that of D&D. I only know what I remember from the first Just Do Urgent trilogy. Okay, don't know that one. They did not care where we wore in the VFX industry. Fair enough. Yeah, I can wear whatever I want in as a designer, but when I do go into the office, because I don't have to go if I don't want to, but if I do decide to go, I always like to be a little bit more presentable, and it's a pleasure. It's more pleasure than anything else. Brooklyn Nine-Nine tends to be my Paralyzed's comfort choice, so it tends to be the first horseman of trying times. That is fair. For me, it's often Gilmore Girls and Grey's Anatomy. I'm the Goblin Camp right now and camp in the dungeon where I freed Halsin. I don't want to go outside. I'm scared. Hi, Wallace. How are you? How's it going? You can do it. Yeah, that doesn't really work for Brain Goes Too Wild with that, but I should do the Dragon Age one because on the Discord, everyone is posting their pictures and discussing the lore that was revealed. Cool. Yeah, maybe do that one then. If that's what you're most excited about, I think you should. Thank God I'm in a profession where we wear scrubs. I enjoy dressing up for when I go in the office. I enjoy it because also I don't have to wear like a suit or anything like that. So it's more wearing a nice sweater, wearing my nice coat or whatever, but they can still be casual. It can still be smart casual. By Ari Salvatore. Okay, famous drawer and the trilogy is about his origin in the Underdark and such on. I have no idea what any of this is about. I have played D&D. I've never played Baldur's Gate 3, so I don't know if this is more relevant to Baldur's Gate. If it is relevant to D&D, I just don't know this specific stuff because I've never played as a DM. I've only ever played as a player and not a deep into the lore one, just whatever I need to know at that time. It was crazy. I had to read through 234 messages. Oh my God. Okay. Well, on that note, I'll give you time to read more messages if there are any. And I'll give everyone time to do a little bit of productivity. We're going to do a focus one. So I'm going to share my screen. And let's see if this works. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've put it on 35. Does that work for everyone? Is 35 a good amount of time? I feel like that gives me 5 minutes to do fuck all and then 30 to actually work. So on 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we are done with the first print. Should I leave the timer on? No, I'll pause it and I'll stop sharing for now. It's a bit easier. How did you guys do? Did you manage to do some writing, some other productivity? What are you working on, and how is it going tonight, or this afternoon, or this morning, depending on time zones? I have not many words to show because I only have 145, but I've done a lot in the sense of I've been rereading some bits of the previous chapter I was working on, the previous scene I was working on, and then rereading this scene that I'm working on now, which is the party scene at the beginning of my book. And I'm making some quick modifications. So it's kind of nice. I'm working on Scrivener at the moment, and it's showing me all the colors of the different drafts that have been going on. So I'm currently working technically on draft 4 of this Scrivener file. I think I'm probably on draft 5 in reality, but this Scrivener file is showing me 4 different colors. So draft 4 is what I've got. And yeah, I feel good about this scene. I feel like it's working nicely and I don't have too much to modify, but I'm feeling better about the small changes I'm making. So yeah, only 145 words, but that feels like good progress to me. So yeah. We were joined by Cool Gamer 2. Hello, hello. How are you? What are you working on? Is everything going okay? And Anna says, mostly just chatted to my work buddy. Now I'm working on a documentation project. Oh, yes, you're at work. I should know this because, again, time zones, and you're probably all working. Wallace said, made lunch, added dozens of items to my to-do list, and started stared at said list with vague horror. That's a fair use of your time, and I understand the feeling. Maybe when the list becomes scary instead of useful, you can put it aside and just start doing things and not actually do the list. I feel like lists are meant to be useful in terms of anxiety and stress regarding how much you've got on. And I feel like when I make a list of all the things, it feels more manageable because I'm like, I can just do this item and then take it off. I can just do this item and then take it off. The moment the list is giving you anxiety is when it's not useful anymore and it's doing the other way around. But yes, good luck with that. I hope that you managed to go through some of your items on your list today. Yeah, so I think in the next sprint, I'm probably going to continue working on demons because I got into the gist of it. I'm into it right now. I feel like I don't want to stop and start on Nights of Death. So I think I'm going to stick to this one for tonight, or at least for the next sprint. And as you all know, when I do these, I like to do 2 hours exactly. So I'll probably do another 35 minutes at some point, and then we can do like a shorter one at the end if there's not that much we want to chat about. I feel like when I do my solo streams, they're a little bit more high productivity because if I don't have anyone else as a co-host and I just do them by myself, I'm a bit more like, okay, let's go and let's do this. Okay, let's go and let's do this. While if I'm co-hosting on someone else's stream, I often feel like I want to chat a lot more. Or even if I'm watching in the comments on other people's streams, I tend to be like, no need to sprint, just chat. So yeah, this feels most productive to me when I do those Thursday streams, which is why 2 hours feel like plenty of time to get things done. Willis says, yeah, it's a bit of a struggle because I'm feeling anxious knowing there are things I need to do that I'm forgetting. So I've kept a notepad by me all morning and add to each time I remember. Maybe then you could split your list and you could start categorizing it and putting things in different buckets. And maybe then you're just staring at only one bucket at a time, and that might help the anxiety feeling from all the items, because then it's a shorter list. You know everything else is under in the notepad or something, and it still exists, so you can keep track of everything you need to do, but you can just do one bucket at a time or something, or like, I don't know. Would that help? I'm not sure. Keiko is getting lost in the pit of Dragon Age lore. Oh, so have you just been reading up, or have you managed to write anything, or is it just chatting away on the Discord? And our Dragon Age theories thread on the Discord. Yes, okay, got it. You were answering already. And now I realized why I was so stressed because I have a crap ton to do. Yeah, but it's all going to be doable. It's all going to be manageable. And it's just one item at a time. I feel like it's so easy to get lost into the amount of things one has to do and just be like, it's insurmountable. It's unsurmountable and just freeze and not do anything at all. And so it becomes insurmountable because you haven't done anything. Well, if you're just like, nope, brain, stop, shut the fuck up, and just like do one item, just one item, then you start doing the things and you're like, it's not unsurmountable. I can do this. I don't know. This is very unlicensed therapy advice. Like, I have no idea if this is helpful at all, but that's how I try to trick my brain. And someone on TikTok said something like they use the might as well theory. So, for instance, if they're like, I have to fold laundry, and they're like, oh my God, that's so much. I just don't want to get started. They're like, no, I'm just going to do one item, like just fold one t shirt. And then they do the t shirt and they're like, might as well do the rest now that I'm there. And so the rest gets done. And it's just like applying that to everything else that they have to do. So if I want to write, I'll be like, I'm just writing 2 words. Like, that's it. Nothing else. It feels so easy. I can just do that. I do that. And then I'm like, oh, might as well continue writing now that I'm there. And so continue writing. Does that make sense? Would that be helpful? Keiko is reading through theories. Yes, that sounds good. Well, it says, yes, definitely in a free state today. I understand. I hope you get unfrozen. Steve says, watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine and did not even think about writing. That's fair. Maybe you just need it. Maybe you need that break. Keiko, and discussing stuff with the others, I had to replan some stuff for my fanfiction for some canon lore that was revealed in the game. Ooh, interesting. Although I always loved when people would be like, this is canon to this book or that book of like a series, and say, I'm ignoring everything else that came after this, or and sort of saying like AU based off this era or season of the show or whatever. Just making a dent is great progress. Yes, agreed. Keiko, that I cannot change, or else the entire world doesn't make sense. Oh no! Well, maybe you can say that. Maybe you can say like, this is relevant to this stage where we didn't know this. Ignore this part of the lore or something. You know, like how people always have like little notes, author's notes in fan fictions. At least they used to back in the day when I used to write on fanfiction.net. I never got onto AO3, so I have no idea. Oops, skipped a comment. Makes a ton of sense. Thank you. I mean, I hope you try the might as well method and that it works for you. Because I feel like it's brilliant. It's just such a simple trick of the mind. It's also stuff to fill plot holes. Okay, from the game itself. Author notes, yes, they're still a thing. Good to know. I felt old for a second. I was like, is that still a thing? Okay, excellent. That's the end of the last comments. So I think I'm going to jump us into another sprint. Let's go back to the focus and let's present. Like I said, I'm all about productivity today. Also, I think because work has been relatively relaxed, not relaxed, like I had a lot of things to do, but I feel like my new job, the good thing about it is when I close my laptop, I leave it behind. Like, it really feels like no one is messaging or anything after work hours. Nothing else is coming up after 5:30 p.m. and it's all done and it's just sort of like behind you. While all my previous jobs, every single job I've had before has always been like, you think about work after work. And sometimes you dream about work in your nightmares, and work never really leaves you. And people are messaging at like 10 p.m. sometimes. And even though it's nothing urgent and it doesn't concern you or whatever, you see the message and it brings work back to your mind. While this job so far feels a lot more like, no, people are done, 5:30, laptop closed. You don't think about that part of your life anymore. It's behind. So yeah, sorry. Just, this is like a thing I've noticed this week thinking about it. I was like, it was busy, but I feel good afterwards because my brain is done with it. Just checking. Keiko had 2 more comments. I also have to go now. Oh, okay. Well, goodbye. Because I have to get up at 5 a.m. Oh my God, because work at 6:30. Good luck with that. Have fun and thank you for the stream and sprints. Thank you for coming. Hope that you're able to get up at 5 a.m. and that everything goes okay. On this note, let's get us started into another sprint. 3, 2, 1, go. Hello, hello. How did that go for you guys? Was this a good sprint? Did you manage to do some work if you're working, some to-do list items if you're working on a to-do list, some writing if you're writing, some Brooklyn Nine-Nine if you're just watching episodes? I have even less words to show for than I thought I would now. I'm only at 168 words. But in my defense, at some point I was over 200, like 260 or something, and then it went down because I'm deleting things as I go. I'm essentially making some things clearer, putting some things into different paragraphs, moving some bits around. It feels like a lot of progress anyway, so I'm not bothered by the lack of words in my word count. I think it's just difficult when you switch over from new drafted words to revision and sort of editing bits, because you have to switch up your brain from word counting to productivity counting and progress counting and scenes or pages or time spent, whatever it is that you prefer to count. So I feel good still because I know that I'm making progress and that I'm going down the page, and that's all I really need to do now. So hopefully that continues, that lasts. So let's see what the chat did. We got a Sasha. Hi, lurking from work. Hope work is going okay, and that you're allowed to do this and able to do this, and that is not a problem. Continue watching, please. Also, huge have a good first day of work, Laura. Yeah, it's a huge news. So I'm so excited for you, Laura. And I hope that it all goes well, which is now in 30 minutes, I think. So you're probably leaving in 15, I guess. Can't find my black flats. Thankfully, my mother's are close enough in size. Okay, I hope they're comfortable enough and that you don't hurt yourself or twist an ankle or anything. Be careful if they're not the right size. Hi, Rachel, lurking while streaming. Enjoy the sprints. Hugging the like button along my way. Thank you so much. Since you mentioned that, within the last 5 minutes, I was just checking your channel up, subscribing, and liking your current stream since you're doing one as well. Hope it's going okay. Hi, Michael. Long time no see. Is that an actual smiley face? I feel like there's an upward curve. That is crazy. How are you doing? When are you starting to stream again? We missed your streams. Wallace wrote down a journal entry and then called her sister to vent about some stuff. That sounds healthy. That sounds good. I hope that was a good vent and that it was a good sister chat. And I got her document done. Amazing. Just a few more emails and then I'm out. Yes, run like the wind. Get out of there. Finish work. Are you working remotely today? Are you in an office today? And I hope that you're, almost done with these emails. Sasha says, made myself another harvest bowl for lunch. I am addicted. It's a problem. What is a harvest bowl and what does it look like? And have you posted it on the Discord? I never really check the cooking channel, so I need to check that more often. It sounds delicious and it sounds healthy and it sounds really nice. So would love to see. But yeah, that's it for the comments. So I don't know if you guys want to jump straight into the last sprint. It'll be a shorter one, or if there's anything else we want to chit chat about. I've not actually made any topics for today, but we are streaming on the Lazy Gang on Anna's channel on Saturday at 3 p.m. my time, I think. So 10 a.m. ET, I think, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm right. But yeah, anyway, we're streaming on Anna's channel on Saturday, and we usually have a little topic that we bring up about writing things in general. So we have planned a topic this time around, and our brains were so in sync because we were both thinking about the same stuff. I'll keep it a surprise, but it was so funny. We were discussing what do we want to talk about Saturday, and then both of us were like, how about this? Crazy. Michael says, oh, thank you, and this is better. Well, yeah, but no, there's like a smiley face with little hearts now, so this just makes the flat line smiley face more confusing. I just feel like it's not a genuine one anymore. And a little dancing emoji. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, well, in that case, that's only a 5-minute break. Oh my god, guys. Sasha says couscous, dried cranberries, roasted potatoes, butternut squash, zucchini, goat cheese and spinach, and balsamic. Mix it all up. That sounds amazing, except the zucchini. I can't eat that. Like, I don't know why. It just gives me like a gag. I just can't. I don't know why. My body just rejects it. But everything else I fucking love, and it sounds absolutely delicious. Yeah. And balsamic sounds great. Nice. Exciting stuff. Well, shall I prepare already another focus sprint? I don't think we're going to do 35 minutes because I like my streams to be 2 hours exactly. So let me just share my screen while I fiddle around with the timer so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Focus again. Okay. So focus timer will do, shall we do 20 minutes? Maybe shorter? Well, that leaves us 5 minutes at the end to say goodbye. I think that's good if we do 20 minutes. Yeah, perfect. So I'll just update this and I'll get us started. Last sprint, guys. Productivity, I hope. 3, 2, 1, go. And we are done. Let me stop the timer. There we go. I was in the middle of a sentence and did not see the time pass by, which is pretty good. That means I was doing, again, really good progress and sort of making more sense of the chapter I'm working in. I've got 292 words to show for it tonight, but it feels like I've done a lot more progress than that again. So I really should not be judging myself based on word count. I just can't help it but look at the word count. And also I'm gonna have to put it in the spreadsheet for non-dom November. So I can't help it. It's just force of habit, I guess. How did you guys do? Did you manage to finish something? To do perhaps to finish work, Anna? Hopefully, to do whatever else on your to-do list, etc. Just let me know. I'm feeling pretty good with this stream, so I'm happy to end it in 3 minutes exactly. I feel like I've been really productive with these 3 sprints. I feel really good about where I'm at, and I might even finish whatever sentence I was in the middle of before turning off for the night. And then afterwards, I'll probably go downstairs and watch some silly show to relax my mind a little bit more. So we had some love for Sasha's delicious sounding harvest bowl. And I said, oh my God, Sasha, that sounds amazing. I would fixate on that too. Yep, same. Michael said, you'll only have 5 minutes to type in your goodbyes. Everyone, no probs. Me sweats nervously. 5 minutes is plenty of time. We still have 3 right now. It's loads of time. The next time you make a trip to the side of the pond, you can change your name to Malin Tries American Fries. I don't know how I'd feel about American fries because I am Belgian, and although you guys love to call them French fries, fries are a Belgian invention and like a staple of Belgian food. So I feel like that's even like English fries. I fucking hate the chunky chips. No, I like fries, thin fries. Anyway, I don't know why that's sounded very important to me to declare. While it said still on the phone with my sister, turns out I had a lot to vent about. Maybe this was also part of why you were stressed about your to-do list. And maybe once the venting has been done, you'll feel better about the things you've got to do because you needed that. And now the stress will be vented off, you know? I don't know. That's my theory, at least. Well, that's it, really. I don't have any more comments from you guys, and I'm done with what I wanted to do. I feel very happy and productive, and just feel like today I've done everything I wanted. So yeah, I feel good about that. I don't think I'm streaming next Thursday. No, I'm out next Thursday, but I'm definitely gonna try to do this more often because I've been doing a couple of streams per month. So you'll see me again in December, likely another 2 Thursdays, unless I can do more. But most of the time I try to stick to 2 because that gives me space for going out, going maybe to the office if I'm having drinks with people afterwards. And I think I already have a Thursday that I am having drinks with people after work. So it won't be every Thursday, but I'm definitely going to try to fit into once again. So yeah, on that note, thank you guys so much for coming. I hope that you had a lot of productivity or whatever you needed from this stream, and I hope to see you guys in the next ones. And as usual, it's going to be a cold ending. I don't have an outro, so that'll be me just ending the stream. On that note, goodbye, and wait for 5 minutes.